Yo, welcome to the party. Hello, Makadini Salibonani. My name is Tongayi, and you're listening to ZimExcellence, a weekly celebration of Zimbabwe's changemakers and trailblazers. So here's the secret, y'all. Zimbabweans are actually dope AF, and it's just time that we recognize it. So grab yourself a plate of sadza and grab that stony ginger beer, and let the party begin. Hello and welcome to another episode of ZimExcellence. Happy July! In case you missed it, this is a special bonus series that I'm doing to celebrate and also help promote the short film Rise, which made history as the first ever Zimbabwean film to debut at Tribeca Festival in New York. In previous episodes, I promised to share information about any upcoming screenings. And this week, y'all are in luck because I have two for you. Rise will be screening at the Galway Film Festival, which is Ireland's leading film event and international Oscar qualifying festival. It will be screening as part of the program titled World Shorts Origins and Becoming on Wednesday, July 9th. That is a week from now, at 1:15 in Palace Cinema Galway. Tickets are €11. The film has also been accepted into the 8th annual Indie Shorts International Film Festival in Indianapolis, Indiana, USA. It will screen in person as part of the Children's Resilience with Shine Global, that is a mouthful, block of films on Saturday, July 26th at 3:30 p.m. And it will also be available for everyone to watch virtually from the comfort of their home from July 22nd to July 27th. Tickets are between $13 to $15. Details for both of these screenings that I've mentioned will be down in the show notes. Now, on with the program. Today, I am sharing my bite-sized interview with producer Joe Njagu. Some of you might remember Joe from his episode on this very podcast back in 2021. This makes Joe our very first repeat guest. Yes, bow, 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 bow. For those who are new, though, Joe is a Zimbabwean filmmaker and producer. He produced the first Zimbabwean film to be acquired by Netflix. It's titled The Cook-Off. It's a really great film. Definitely check it out on Netflix. If you can't find it, find me. We're going to find it for you so that you can watch it. Joe has also helped pave the way for a new chapter of independent filmmaking in Zimbabwe. In 2014, he was listed among the top 35 under 35 in media in Africa by the nonprofit Young Professionals in International Affairs. And most recently, he was recognized as a Nama legend for his services to the Zimbabwean film industry. Okay. Without further ado, here is Joe.
I'm here with producer extraordinaire Joe Njagu. How are we doing today?
I'm good.
How
it was a good day.
How are you feeling about the reception at Tribeca Film Festival for Rise?
Still taking it in. It was really amazing. I think the whole time was very emotional for me. Like, considering from when we started the production and then being at Tribeca and then seeing an engaged audience watching the film, it was really surreal and emotional for me. So I'm still taking it. I'm still digesting it. Still, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And what's it like knowing that you are at an Oscar qualifying festival?
It's pressure.
Thank you.
I think for us, it's like, even with Jess, like we do all we can, and what's meant to happen will happen. I'm always one to not chase like recognition and everything. Like, if you just do like the best of what you do, what's meant to happen will happen. Yeah.
What was it like shooting this film in Zimbabwe with local talent in Zimbabwe? and doing the auditions in Zimbabwe?
I think story of my life. This is my day to day. Like Zim is my turf, you know, and every film always has its own challenges. Like you've never made this. Like if you're making a film, you've never made that film before, so you don't know what to anticipate. Like I always say, like with film, like it's not just even about budget. You could have all the money in the world, but you still have problems. So it's always navigating different problems in a production the best way you can to make sure that the production happens. You know. So with this, I think one of the biggest things was it was shooting in Victoria Falls, an area which I wasn't familiar with. You know, and so it's got its own challenges where there's things you don't anticipate. There's different cultures and how people do things. So navigating that, you know, like the politics, the lay of the land, is always a challenge, especially if you're on a producing front. Yeah.
What do you have to say about Tongayi and Sika's chemistry on screen?
Oh my God. So one crazy story is that Scar's favorite film is Mr. Bones.
Is what?
Mr. Bones. You know, and
It's a classic.
So I remember when I kept asking him, and he was like, "Oh, my favorite film is Mr. Bones," but he had no idea that Mr. Bones was coming. Yeah, so we didn't tell him.
Mr. Bones too.
Yeah. You know, so when Tongayi came, and then he's like, "Oh, it's Mr. Bones." Yeah, like so I think it was like an instant chemistry like between the two, and I think for Tongayi, like being a professional and then accommodating a first time I would never acted before. Like it just created that magic where like he almost like a big brother to Scar. Yeah.
About two more questions.
Yeah.
How did you get connected to Jess and sign on to this film? Like what made you sign on to the film?
Okay. So I think I connected with Jess through Tongayi. They had already linked up and were talking about this project. And then Tongayi called me. He's like, "Oh, there's this project. We're planning on coming down to Zim to scope the Victoria Falls and for Tongayi to meet Tobias. And they wanted to shoot like a teaser. And then Tongayi is like, "Are you up for this? Like, to shoot the teaser for us?" I was like, "Okay, cool. Like, let's do it." Then I think we got in a call, me, him, and Jess, and then they flew down. And then we all flew to Victoria Falls. That's how we met. And then I wasn't like already attached to the project then, because I was just like there to shoot the teaser. And then in the process, got to meet Tobias, you know. And then Jess was already like in the market for a producer. And then she was like, "Would you like to jump on this as a producer?" You know. And like after meeting Tobias and reading the script, like I was blown away. You know, like it was such an incredible story that, you know, like no brainer, like had to be part of it. And like it had this thing where I felt like it was really special. And what really attracted me to it, like the friendship between Jess and Tobias and how special the story was to Jess. You know, that for me, I felt like it's a story that she will really carry to the fullest, like even with the vision, because she's really friends with Tobias, and it's something that's personal to her, and became friends with Tobias also in the process. You know, like I think Tobias is like the best human being you will ever meet in your life. You know, and seeing his story like on screens at Tribeca, I think it's full circle. It's just like amazing. It's like God's hand in the project. Yeah.
What do you hope people will take away from this film?
I think from this film, takeaways from this film, be kind. You know, we're human beings. You know, like let's just be kind to one another. You know, let's be kind. Let's be loving. That's what I take away.
Amazing. Any final lasting words that you want to add, maybe about the film or like Zimbabwe? Anything on your mind that I've missed that you definitely want documented?
I don't think you missed anything.
Thank y'all so much for coming to the party. Majita tatenda siabonga. Nah, for real. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of ZimExcellence. If you found value from this episode, please share it with a friend and go ahead and subscribe, rate, and review. If you send me a screenshot of your review, I'll make sure to give you a shout out on future episodes. Feel free to tag us on Instagram at ZimExcellence Podcast. And if you identify as Zimbabwean, I want to hear your story, so go ahead and email zimexcellencepodcast@gmail.com. Till then, have the best week and stay Zim excellent.